been any, like, when I was growing up, you know, there were a few different game shows that I would watch, but even then, like, I mean, we're talking, like, outdated.
All right,
like,
extra galactic.
Ones. Yeah, I used to watch, like, what was it, like, the $25,000 period
nah,
and stuff
dude.
like that.
I want to believe in my heart of hearts.
Of any
That's
game
the
shows
sweater,
that
bruh.
shows. Are you aware of any current TV shows or whatever? Right? No. So I guess the answer would be no, unless you guys have suggestions. I mean, no.
Oh shit, you're right.
Out there or anything like that. It's kind of a silly question.
Man, why you gotta fucking ruin my fun, extra galactic?
Only Iced Coffee. Thank you for re-upping your membership for 32 months. It said not much to say other than I respect Cat a lot. There you go. You get some.
Man, you're like my wife. Why you gotta sit here and ruin my fucking fun, man?
So thank you, Only Iced Coffee, for all that support. Shadow Dancer with the first super chat of the night says, "Hey guys, good to see Cat again. Thank you, Shadow Dancer, for that." And then Cloudy did a $1 super chat there. Thank you to Cloudy. Appreciate that very much. And I actually have the keyboard right in front of me, so I could type it right away.
But you know they dyed their hair the same color. So this is so bizarre. Okay. I'm sorry, just so weird seeing the Burnells. Like, bro, she transformed into Phil. That's crazy. They use the same hair dye. They have the same fucked up little part right there, the receding shit, dude. It is so nuts. Right,
so that's it for
she looks like so Phil with makeup, bro.
We're gonna shout them out, but in the meantime, if you want to tag me in the chat at DSP Gaming to
ask Phil, it's time to whore your wife out.
We'll probably talk about tonight at some point.
Let's go.
You played the Tekken 8 demo last week, right? And you really liked it.
Yo, so Paul, thanks for $2, man.
But outside of that, let's see what else you guys want to talk about. So here you go. Derek is asking, I've lived in Seattle about 10 years. You've now lived in Seattle about 6 years?
Yeah.
It was early 2018, yes. So what is it that we like about living in Seattle? I'll let you answer first, and then I'll answer anything personally. But what do you like about living here?
There's a lot of DoorDash nearby.
You get crazy snowstorms or freezing temperatures, like on the East Coast.
Right.
But
terrible weather. Extreme weather.
Yeah.
God, dude.
I'd say that's a positive.
I'm gonna try not to bag on Cat that bad tonight, alright? Unless she says something insanely dumb. Food? Of course! Of course it's food! My God, Phil! Oh my, oh fuck. I actually need motherfuckers to pray for me. I need the power of Jesus fucking Christ, bro, to restrain Satan's fucking hold on my heart. To sit here and be a bitch-ass motherfucker towards Cat. You're making it hard, Phil. Food? Of course. Shit.
That's out here. Do you like?
These two fucking goddamn dumbasses.
Places and
that's all they do is eat.
I don't know. I mean, the thing is like,
why does Cat have to do this to me?
Living anywhere.
That's right.
So.
Well, he's just asking, what do you like about being
the food,
right?
the food and the weather is nicer.
Yeah.
I mean, there's obviously negatives too, but you know.
No, for me, it's been a couple quick things. Number one, everything here is easily within a drivable distance, and you don't have to drive long distance to really do anything.
Yeah, that too.
Anything we need, a grocery store is around the corner, a pet store, electric store, electronic store, grocery store.
You just said that,
Phil. Think of that you need. And we haven't driven on the highway since you moved here. Not once, right? We haven't had to.
I don't think so.
Because everything is so close. I mean, the furthest we drove, I think, was to a doctor appointment that was like an hour away. And that's like the furthest out we've gone. You don't have to. When I lived in Connecticut, you'd have to drive halfway across the state to get to half the stuff. It was frustrating.
There's no dudes.
The other thing that I like about being out here, there's less people here than there were when I lived in Connecticut. It was very population dense. So anytime that I went out to do anything in Connecticut, you're sitting there in bumper-to-bumper traffic trying to drive around this already tiny state, and it was just a nightmare getting around. Here, you can get from point A to point B without too much traffic as long as it's not like rush hour. So those would be my two positives. And of course, Connecticut had a state income tax, and here there is no state income tax. There is a business tax that I pay because I operate a business here, but it's very different. But then again, our sales tax is higher, so it's kind of a trade-off.
Tell us about the back taxes. Tell us how you fucked up on your taxes. You still do.
Right out of my paycheck, which is what they were doing in Canada.
Yeah, let's talk about how you moved across the country because you thought you wouldn't have to pay no fucking taxes.
We have a
oh my
tip
God.
coming in tonight, a $20 tip
Yo, every time I think
101
about
says,
that, it
hello to
makes
Phil,
me
Cat, and
giggle.
Jasper, great to see you all back again.
Phil
And
thinks
we
he's
see
not
you,
gonna
Cat.
pay the
Awesome.
federal fucking
Thank you
government.
very much, Ponage. That
Get
is
outta
the
here,
second
boy.
tip of the night. Let's get you up on the leaderboard. Jasper is in here. He was actually jumping on the chair earlier, but he just decided to lay on the floor. He's on the floor right now. If he jumps up on the chair again, which he might, you know, he doesn't particularly stay in one place for too long. So we'll see how that goes. Thank you very much, Ponage. All right. Let's see here. So it looks like we got a couple super chats, but give me a second to get back over there. Because for some reason the leaderboard takes forever to update these days. So we have Demon in the corner did a super chat. He says, "Cat, don't be tense.
This is the Level 1 podcast with
nice
Cat, bro.
tonight."
I dig it.
And Mr.
You know what, guys? I'm a very optimistic person sometimes. I try to look for the little nugget of gold in the fucking pile of shit. And this is really showing you how dumb both of these two are, right? And like just how manipulated and fucked off she is. She's bottomed out. Her brain is mush and dying. I don't even think she can think for herself anymore. It's kind of sad. It kind of really is. You know, I'm not really that empathetic, though. But, yeah, it's very sorry. And it confirms a lot of the jokes we probably cracked about Cat and Phil and how they live. And it paints a clear picture, bro, for, like, what we're probably gonna see during the Mike Klum documentary. You know, like Cat waddling with Phil pushing the shopping cart at Fred Meyer's or wherever the fuck, bro. You know, it's gonna be very boring.
Thank you, Game Master, for the super chat as well.
Like Mike's gonna try his best to make Phil look like a more affable person, but
okay,
that face with the personality.
Here we go.
Nah, bro. Phil's a person only a mother could love. Like, literally. He has a face only a mom could love.
Alright, let's see here.
Only his parents could love him. Like, no.
Okay, this is a question for you. Now, I don't know if you've ever done this before. Curly
He
Fox
turned
says,
his wife into his mother. You know what I'm saying?
In the past, did you ever play Pokemon? And what would your starter Pokemon pick be? Did you ever play Pokemon before? And did you have a starter Pokemon in any of them?
Hey, Matthew, yo. That'd be lit.
No, I don't remember.
Cat in the mechanical scooter, bro.
I haven't played Pokemon recently.
Oh,
Do
shit.
you have any Pokemon that you like particularly? I mean, you probably watched me play it a few times, right?
No.
No? Oh, okay. Be honest. If you don't really care about Pokemon, you don't care about Pokemon, right? Okay. All right. Midwest Man says, how do you like your coffee? How do you drink your coffee when you have a coffee?
Usually like flavored creamer.
Mm-hmm. Like what flavor?
Well, right now I tried that peppermint mocha flavor. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Or hazelnut.
This is so weird.
There you go.
This is so
Me, I just drink it
weird.
black
Oh my
because
god.
I used to drink coffee when I had an office job, and I would load it up. I would put creamer, I would put sugar, I would put everything, and it was so many calories.
Yo,
that...
don't forget. All right, when someone told Phil, "Hey man, you're talking over Cat too much," you remember what the fuck he said? He said, "No, I get. I ain't talking over her. You see, what I do, it's a conversation. She talks, and then I talk, and then she talks, and then I just talk. And you know, that's what a natural flow. This is what he thinks a natural flow of conversation between two people is. You know, it's very, very weird. It's very uncanny, man.
You guys remember the old videos of me?
This is insane.
So. When I drink coffee now, I just drink a black cup of coffee because all I want is the energy boost from it. That's it. That's the only reason I'm drinking it. I'm not
Yo, Cat gets 0 fucking bucks, bro.
Down the hatch.
She just gets to live there and eat. Don't forget
Cloudy
that.
With another super chat here.
Only Phil gets the tips.
Spidey, that would never work. He says, why don't we get a third stool and put it between?
Yo, JE5150. I appreciate the gift and membership, man. Thanks for being here, bro.
Scratched, repositioned. And move to a different
well, let's make sure to tell
he's not a cat that unless he's dead.
JE5150, thank you for the gift and membership.
You know, just sitting in the same spot. Just be honest, okay? So, do you have any Cat? Do you have any particular chocolates that you like? Do you have like a favorite brand of chocolate or type of chocolate? Right?
I guess the Hershey's with the
Hell, you just got Baldur's Gate.
Milk or dark chocolate? What do you like?
I mean,
better?
I prefer dark
Fucking
chocolate.
make sure you're paying fucking attention to everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I don't
have
eat a
no
lot of
shame
sugar,
in looking
but
up a
when I
guide
do,
if
I
you
prefer
really
to have
do
dark
get
chocolate,
super
because it's
duper
not as
stuck. But
Okay, dark chocolate or something.
dude,
with
just
almonds.
be okay
Okay.
with your choices
You guys
and
know the answer for me.
consequences.
I just love all chocolate. I've
Collect
already answered that question
everything.
a million times. I actually just
Like
love
spell
any kind of
scrolls,
chocolate.
I'm a
chocoholic and
hoarder,
I'm
bro.
addicted to it, and that's my thing. Like
Potions.
I prefer to eat anything with
You
chocolate.
know,
and I really
shit
don't eat
don't
candy
make
without
your
it.
fights a little easier.
Bloom Kid did a super chat. He said, "So for video games, do you prefer a
Portion
sci-fi
out your
setting,
rest
a
so you don't
fantasy
burn all
setting,
your rest
or
out,
a modern
you know?
setting when you're playing an
Because sometimes if
RPG,
you take too
have a
many long
favorite?
rests, you can fuck up
Sci-fi,
story
fantasy,
shit.
or modern? What would be your preference?"
It's a little shit, man.
Fantasy.
You'll
Yeah.
get it.
When you say that,
It's
you
not
mean
like a hard game like Phil makes it
medieval-
look.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a particular reason why? Do you just like the night aesthetic more,
Yeah.
or
Extra glad
magic
you
and
started
stuff
Act
like
3
that
yesterday.
over
Hell yeah.
a sci-fi?
It's
But
more fun. Like,
Bro,
for
they
instance,
patched it.
I like Elder Scrolls more than. I mean, I like.
They
Fallout a
patched
lot,
it so
but
like
I,
Act
if I
3
had to
actually
choose, I
like
choose
feels more
Elder Scrolls
cohesive and
over
it's not
Fallout
like a
because it's
fucking
more, like, I
rushed,
do, I like the
jumbled
magic, I like the
mess,
different
dude.
races.
Like on
You know, I
release.
like
Oh my god, I was
just that
flustered
kind
in
of
Act
thing.
3 a
The
little.
aesthetic is better.
okay,
Like I was overwhelmed
like
straight
that.
up.
cool.
Oh my god.
Dentronics re-upped their membership for 2 months, and Dentronics, this is a question for Jasper Kitty. Now Jasper is falling asleep. His eyes are drooping, so we'll have to answer it for his behalf, I guess. His question is, what is your favorite litter style, scented or non? And we can answer this because we've actually tried various different litters.
Look, she's
over the
rocking.
years.
She rocking
And
a
the
little
one he
like Phil
likes the
does. It's
best
kind of funny.
Actually, what is it? Is it like rose and what is the scent? It's something with hemp in it, isn't it, or something like that?
No, it's like I don't even remember. It's like clean paws or something, or I don't know.
No, well, it's clean pub,
What?
but what was the scent? Remember, it had a particular scent to it.
Rose scent? I don't know.
I think it had hemp in it. It had,
Yeah,
I
maybe.
swear, it had hemp or something in it.
Yeah.
And it's weird because we've tried all these different ones, right?
Yeah.
And then that particular one seems to like calm him down when he uses it for
Oh.
whatever reason. When he, it seems to be, and plus it makes the house smell really good
Yeah.
too, compared to some of the other scents. They smell more like
Oh my
Oh.
god, bro.
strong.
If I ever had a chance to,
deodorizer odor,
Yeah.
and that one sounds
Just have
smells more
Jen
like
on
a nice scent for
stream.
the house in general, I think.
I'd probably have
Well, I
a
like
heart
the game
attack
scent.
live,
They have a game
guys.
scent one.
Like
Well,
I
you
would.
prefer the Gain scent, right?
Yeah.
They have a one that
My
smells more
heart
like
would
the
be
Gain
skipping so
detergent,
many
right?
beats
Yeah.
And so that
talking
one is one that
to
we've gotten it over the years.
the
too.
second love of my
Oddly
life.
enough, when we go to the pet store, they don't usually consistently
I would
have the
actually
same one.
probably stroke
like,
out.
when we like one, we'll buy it for like 6 months, and then they just
Jenna.
don't have it anymore. So then we have to buy a
Yeah.
different one. We have to keep swapping. So we don't have like one consistent, litter that we've had for like years because we have to every year change it depending on what they have at the store for some odd reason.
What the
I
fuck?
don't know what's up with that. Okay. Looks like we got a tip that came in here. Let's give that a look. We got a $5 tip from Andre. And he says, Phil encounters humorous moments all the time during gameplay, whether it be part of a story or a game bug. Do you encounter
Hilarious
such moments
moments.
yourself when you game? Is it something common to you to run into game bugs?
Oh, all the time. They're just not as memorable because I'm playing it by myself. So
Right.
you're playing it on a stream.
So
with a bunch
you
of
know.
people to laugh about it.
Her
Right.
little
I laugh
accent,
about
bro.
it, but it's like I don't really remember it. In
She
my
sounds
head
like such a
because-
fucking
Well,
hick.
the game that you have probably complained the most about.
Like, bro, it's
with
funny.
game bugs.
She sounds like an uneducated hick, dude. And he sounds like a dumbass suburban guy who's thinks he's smarter than he is. So he always mispronunciates words and shit.
Bugs would be
Over
Starfield, right?
enunciates and
Oh, that's the
shit.
most recent one.
Yeah, and what would you what were some of the things?
She
you
almost
were
sounds, yeah,
encountering
you
that
betcha.
were
Yeah.
Basically, the game was freezing on me every. Like,
Yeah, bro, like that
40
bitch from
minutes or so,
Fargo,
like
the
30,
pregnant
40
bitch.
minutes, the game would freeze
Oh,
up,
yeah, you betcha.
Or it would just plain crash.
I'm dead as
And
hell,
then-
bro.
Like I said, you have to constantly save in that game.
Yeah, she sounds like she's
'Cause then
from
sometimes if you
Minnesota.
don't save, it'll just crash and it'll just lose progress.
Right.
Bad frame rate. I mean, I've
And
lost.
that's common on consoles. The frame rate
Yeah.
was terrible on consoles, right?
Greg, you just noticed the hair. How
Yeah,
can
it
you
was
miss the
terrible.
hair?
Okay.
They have
this
the
is
same
up to you if you wanna
barber,
answer
bro.
this or not. Dan did a super chat saying, "What is your favorite quality about?"
They use the
DSP?"
same
First of all,
colored
call me
dye.
Phil. My name is Phil, not
Black
DSP.
Heart
This is
number
DSP on the
5,
stream.
dude.
This is a real stream of the two
I
of us
swear,
just
they
kinda
picked
hanging
the
out,
blackest
Phil.
fucking dye, like
Do you have
Harry
any favorite
Potter
qualities
black,
about me
bro.
that you like to share?
Yo,
If not, you don't have to. I tell
I'm
you,
being a dick
no
now.
pressure
They
here or
fucking.
anything.
If you remember reading Harry Potter, and remember how like J.K. Rowling would describe Harry Potter's hair, she'd be like black, jet black, black as the night. You know, he had black, messy hair. And it's like,
Boys,
whoa.
it's
Like Harry
Dead Space
Potter,
1
like,
playthrough.
naturally
graduated
black
college.
ass black
All
hair.
above my man. Let's have a great 2024. Well, thank you so much to
Yeah,
Levi.
number
very,
zero
very much for the
black.
super chat. And I'm glad that I've entertained you for so long. I mean,
Biddy, I thought the same thing. Metro Galactic said I'm wrong.
The original Dead Space 1 playthrough when it was a brand
Man,
new game.
but my gut's telling me that's the same sweater.
Okay.
But
let's
she
continue.
knows probably more about fashion.
Now I know you guys are asking
so I'm gonna
questions.
shut
They've all
up.
scrolled off the screen.
Something
so
I
if you
don't know
tag me
about
again,
is that
no, you may not call me Philip. That is not allowed.
I'm not a sweater expert.
Let's see here. A question for us both. I started playing the Yakuza series with Zero. Who do you like more, Kiryu or Goro? Goro Majima. So, which character do you like better?
Kiryu.
Why do you like Kiryu better?
He just has a better backstory.
God damn, Phil, why you gotta direct it?
For me, I mean, it's Kiryu for me, and the reason is he's always been the protagonist.
It's so
Goro's
weird
been
when
a-
he does
a
that.
Semi-protagonist for several games, but he's kind of like the wild card character, like they say. What do they call him? The mad.
What's your favorite color, Cat? My favorite color is blue. Why your favorite? Why? Well, why? Why is your favorite color blue? And he does it in his little condescending kind of tone, bro. And you know, so dumb, like Phil and the Dents, they miss that. But not me. Oh, not me. I'm telling you, I want to punch Phil in the face the way he feels like he's talking to me sometimes, you know? His tone of voice, his little bitchy, whiny, motherfucking tone of voice is super fucking condescending. What? And he's gonna do that a lot. Start noticing that. Well, why? And it's just like, the fuck? Why you got, ugh. Makes my skin crawl when he does that to Cat.
He's like nuts and he just goes crazy in combat. And I get the appeal of that, you know, almost like a psychopath. But at the same time, I prefer to have a more stable main character. And Kiryu's been through so much and had ups and downs over the years with all his storylines, so I'd like him better. Let's see here. Cloudy did a super chat. Says, are there any childhood games? Hold on. Any childhood games you'd like to get a genuine good remaster or a remake? For me, it would have been Crash Bandicoot, and that was fulfilled. Are there any games that you played when you were younger that you'd like to see come back?
Could someone ask a real question?
For
Like,
modern audience?
do you know how much money Phil would be raking in sometimes?
Did they ever
Do you know about WWE Champions, Cat?
They did a
What are your
modern
thoughts
one
about
over
that?
a decade ago. It was Donkey
You
Kong
know,
Country
like,
Returns,
fuck.
and then they did Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze.
Yeah.
But the
Sometimes I
last
wish
one
I could
was
just
like 10 years ago
interrogate
on the
these
Wii
two
U,
myself.
So it's been ages since there's been one.
Yeah.
So you would like to see another Donkey Kong Country game for like the Switch?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, for me, when I think back to the games from my youth, most of them still exist. Mario still exists. Final Fantasy still exists. Street Fighter still exists.
Fucking
in
Derek.
A modern capacity. So
I can
quite
see
frankly,
Derek,
most of
bro.
the games that
Can
would
you
think, oh,
rub
would it
your
bring it back? They don't
pussy
have to bring
against
it
the
back. Like, a lot of
microphone,
these are still
please?
long running. You know, I'm just trying to think, like, what are some of my favorite games? I'd like to see the Mother series continue, because, you know, Earthbound is an amazing game, and then Mother 3 was never even localized in the U.S., so if they kept making them, that would be amazing, I think.
Phil's just yapping away, guys.
But yeah, outside of that, you know, maybe the Suikoden series, but again, they're remaking 1 and 2. Maybe if that does well, maybe they'll make a new one, because I think they made 4 or 5 of them until they gave up, right? So there you go. Okay, wow, on the tip side of things, a bunch of tips have rolled in. So if you guys could bear with me while I get through these one by one, and then we'll get back to the common questions here. We have a $5 tip from Super Snow
Phil
Carl
probably
Turbo
is
HD Remix,
anxious, man.
who says, "Don't mind me. I'm going to try to fall asleep tonight with your voices in the background. I have sinus pressure above my eye. I'm going to medicate and then join with Jasper and Crash as well." Wow, look at him.
Yeah.
He's gone completely,
Falling
Jasper's gone
asleep,
completely
Phil.
stretched out and flat on the floor. As if he's like a...
I've done that before.
So,
Like watching the tractor
Jasper's
shit, you know?
relaxing. I hope you feel
Laying
better
on my
there.
lazy boy.
Super Snow Carl Turbo
High
HD
as
Remix.
fuck.
Thank you for the tip. All right.
Yeah, I fall asleep watching low cow
Continuing
shit
on
all
here.
the time. I shouldn't even talk.
It looks like there was a $4.11 tip Okay, so this person asked for this for both of us, I guess. What non-gaming, non-food stuff you guys like to do? For example, my wife and I do all kinds of stuff. Notably, they apparently have a farm that they run, which is pretty crazy. So do you want to take that? Like, what kind of stuff do we do outside of just gaming, right?
Well, we have our day off.
The Forex, fuck you, bro.
I mean,
dude, I couldn't even find that stream. I don't even know why.
That's right.
Yeah.
And
I know I didn't delete it.
Like, we don't watch narrative-based shows.
I don't know if YouTube deleted it because like fucking 30 hours long.
That's right. See, that's what I was just gonna say. It's not always just a show on like a TV station. We're watching, as I've told you guys over the years. Now we've begun to watch other YouTubers and Let's Players, and it's varied. And we're not going to name names because we know idiots would go out there and try to harass these people just because I said a name on a stream.
Oh my God, Phil.
It could be any game. Like recently we watched someone play Detroit Become Human, and then we went and while we're watching someone play Red Dead 2 because I started playing Red Dead 1, and then we started playing Red Dead 2, and all kinds of stuff going on. So, yeah. And, you know, at night we listen to some relaxing music, like for the last half hour before, like, we go to sleep. We turn on some kind of relaxing music. Like, during Christmas, it was, like, Christmas themed. Now we're listening to jazz music and stuff like that. And that's been different over the years.
Swear these two losers have no life, man. Okay. That's so
continuing
funny.
On. There's a $3 tip here. Would you guys consider watching Terrifier 1 and 2? Are you into over-the-top gory horror movies? Are you into over-the-top gory horror movies?
I'm not. No.
No, you don't even really like horror movies, right? You don't watch them at all.
I like psychological horror. I don't like
gore. Gore is the opposite of what you like when it comes to movies.
Not like,
right?
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So, no. For me, here's the thing. Do I like gory movies? Not particularly. I don't look for gore in a movie. If it's part of a movie that's entertaining, then yeah. If it adds to the horror, like for me, when I think gore, I think like the 80s slasher films, right? You know, you think like Friday the 13th or, you know, Nightmare on Elm Street or Halloween and stuff like that. But no, I don't actively. I haven't seen Terrifier 1 and 2. I have no.
Yo, I'm sorry to reference LTG, but like, yo, these two, they do look like NPCs. Like, they look like some Walmart NPCs, some Grand Theft Auto motherfuckers, bro.
I don't really want to see that. That sounds gross.
It's crazy.
Okay, a $5 tip has come in from August. Did you ever work at a gas station? No, I haven't. Yeah, did you ever work at a gas station?
No.
No. So we have no experience working at any kind of a gas station or anything like that. Okay. Thank you to August for a $5 tip. I assume probably August asked. Maybe August works at a gas station or has in the past, perhaps, right?
Bro, I'd rather not have a girl than to have that.
All right. Swinging back
this
over
is
to the
something you unfortunately, you know.
Hold on, because I got indigestion. Excuse me.
Yeah, you have your way with. Use for your nefarious purposes, and you never contact again.
I'm not exactly the same in real life.
You delete all the messages. You delete her number.
You mean that possibly I
block it in your
get
phone.
Up for the camera every once in a while to be entertaining for an audience? Is that what you're
that girl?
Yes.
Yes. As I've told you guys, I'm not the same person. Outside of this office, I'm not exactly
the
same person that you see on
not repay, not have your way with like
that. First person shooter.
Not like that. No. Oh my God. Yeah, you're right. This sounded nefariously bad.
I don't get easily pissed off and over the top angry outside of this house doing stuff like I do playing a game. It's a little different. Okay?
Yeah, she's a sneaky link. Cat's a sneaky link, bro.
I appreciate this
for real.
We're not gonna answer
bro.
The
if I was a richer man, you know, like, dude. If things, let's pretend like Joe Murray, dude. I had like a second car, right? And like I was able to have a second phone and a second credit card without my wife's nosy ass finding out, right? Dude, Kat would be in the second phone. Like, she's the BBW that I'd probably slap around, you know? Like twice a month.
What are your favorite places to eat out?
Take her out. I have to take her out for a meal first, which sucks.
But I can say that we've
or order DoorDash. Then you smash, right?
Particularly around
They're all right, man. I gotta go. you told her you
places,
work
sushi
out of
places,
town or
there's a
some
place
shit.
nearby that has giant bowls of.
You know what I mean? Like, all right, tell her you working like on pipes and
so
shit.
all kinds of great Asian
Oh yeah, I
food
got a
around here,
contract in
particularly that's
Tucson,
something that we eat, but we're
so
not gonna sit here
I won't
and
be
eat
back
games
for a
because
week.
Then people are gonna be stupid about it. Okay. Okay. Oh, let's see here. Just dumb questions here. I'm just gonna start banning people outright. Let's see here. All right, I guess we can talk a little bit about the Tekken 8 demo.
That's what you do, though.
About it tonight. So last week when we had our day off together, we were.
If you had the means to do it, if I had the means to do it, bro.
Sat down and Kat was looking for.
You know what? I hated my wife.
Because right now there's no major releases out, and the next game she's really highly interested.
You know, that's like shit rich people do. Like people with the means to do it, they hate their spouse. That's what I would do.
Right, and she's going through all the demos.
I had
on
two
Xbox,
of everything, bro.
And says, what the hell? I'll just download it. So, what did you think about the demo? Like when you played it, what were your impressions, and what did you like? And
Max, I'm working on that. That's a special arrangement. I'm trying to talk my wife into, bro.
I mean, I'm not a.
I told my wife about Jenna.
But I was like,
and she wasn't happy at first, but now it's like I told my wife her story.
I was surprised as I was.
And I'm like, yo, you guys could be like sister wives, Like you two marry me.
The characters,
and
there's
then
only 4 characters in the demo, so I mean,
they could be just like best friends that live together.
Characters, but the ones that they did have, they were really
so
fun
that's
to
a
play
project.
with.
That's gonna take a
I'm
long
kind
while.
of new to Tekken, so I don't remember the names specifically of the characters.
Well,
but
she started off.
Yo,
with
what's up,
Kazuya,
C Monkey?
And
what's up,
after
Darcy?
Having played a lot of the arcade mode with Kazuya, she started the story mode, and the story mode makes you play as Jin. So then she played with Jin for the story mode that was available. So it was Kazuya in the arcade mode and then Jin in the story mode. So
yeah.
And by the way, we should bring out that this is on the Xbox Series S.
Well, bro,
she plays on the S.
I have to try my best to keep her supplied with weed.
60 frames per second the whole time.
My wife steals my weed. What are you talking about?
So you played the 2 modes that were available.
Or you have a white woman with blue eyes stealing my weed.
Mode, which did
it's
you
what
like
they
better?
do.
Well, I mean, the thing is,
it's just what white women do, bro.
They
They steal weed from you.
Right.
It's funny as hell.
It's an intro to the game. It's not actual gameplay. It's like one fight or something like that. So,
by the way, can you guys hear us fine? Because I forgot to ask them. That's totally my fault. Are we good? Are we in a good position? Do either of us need to get closer or whatever? Because I want to make sure you guys can hear us tonight. So if someone could tell me if we're sounding all right. I'm sorry I didn't mean to interrupt, but I just realized we hadn't mentioned it at all. Are we good? You guys can hear us good? Sound is good. Okay. All right, I'm sorry, continue. So you're saying the story is only one fight, right?
Yeah, so, I mean, it's not like, and it's between the two, the father and the son.
Right.
So, that was
My
fun,
God.
but it's like, I played more of the other modes.
These two just suck. They suck. They have nothing interesting to talk about.
I think that's what they're calling it. It's like arcade simulation mode, as if
Phil has nothing. What happened to doing Yakuza? You could have did your little Yakuza shit today,
like
man.
That one was longer. Like, there's more content
God
to play
damn.
than there is the story mode. It's obviously they're not going to show you, for the demo.
They're not going to spoil the whole story in the demo. Exactly.
So, I mean, yeah, I would say I liked them both, but because I didn't really get a lot, like, I didn't get to play a lot of the story because there's no story to play. So, I will say, like, I like them equally, both.
So you think, I mean, honest question, do you think you're going to get it? Do you think you're interested in getting it and playing it from what you saw?
Yeah.
Because by the way, we should bring this up. The game has 32 characters. That's an insane amount of characters for the launch of any game.
It's not that insane, Phil.
Even if there's only 1 or 2 characters you like, you're probably going to end up finding another one.
I'm excited. Bro, I saw the trailer for Lee
you're have replayability in that
the other day. He looks lit as fuck.
So you're not stuck playing the same character the whole time. You can learn different characters and swap between them in that mode, which is kind of neat. Excuse me. Okay, so there you go.
Yeah, what's up, Greenlighter?
Thank you to Ryan. Ryan re-upped his membership for 8 months. He says, you bring entertainment to us, Phil. All right, well, I'm glad that you enjoy the entertainment, Ryan. Thanks for 8 months of support. Okay. Well, I mean, that's kind of a personal question, Demon in the Corner. But in general, if you wanted to answer it, I mean, you have a friend or two out here who's like people from your jobs and stuff.
I'm not going to talk about that because there's too many weirdos.
Exactly, that's the problem. As much as I'd like to say, sure, we have some friends and acquaintances out here and we hang out with them and we do this and that. Like, there's personal stories we could tell.
They have no goddamn What? Yo, Yo, if Mike Klum, dude, if during the documentary, you know, he pulls out Phil's friends, yeah. You know, sometimes during Phil and Kat's day off, we'll meet up with them at Dave and Buster's, and you know, Phil's a pretty cool guy. He's funny, you know. Sometimes it takes a couple beers for me, but he gets me rolling when I'm a little drunk. You know, and it shows little scenes of Kat and her friends. No, I can't. No, they don't have friends.
And we have so many stalkers on the internet who are just
Kat
nuts.
probably has friends, but not Phil.
And be malicious to them.
Right.
Derek is Phil's friend, right?
Oh, let's see here. So FizzGeek, thanks for the super chat, but I think we've already kind of answered the question. He basically says, "I've been following you since you started. You don't let the drama get to you. And that's, you both are awesome. What hobbies do you have?" I think we already answered that, right? Like, we like to watch other YouTubers.
Oh, the DoorDash guy.
Yeah.
We're we're gamers. We watch some shows together, and that's for what allows with the time that we have together. You know what I mean? Like, I'm working a ton, you know, and because of that, because I'm in here 6 days a week, full time. We don't have a lot of time to do a big, tons of other activities or whatever. You know, like that to change in the long term. By the way, here comes Jasper Kitty. Now, Jasper, we'll have no clawing tonight, buddy.
Ugh.
All right? Does anyone have a question for Jasper Kitty?
Yo, look how appalling this is. This is actually pissing me the fuck off right now. This should piss you the fuck off too. Ugh, this fucking con man and his fucking fake family. Ugh. Seeing them all together, like Hank, Peggy, and fucking Bobby, bro. Ugh, this shit is just gross, man. Phil and his little living props. Phil and his puppets, bro. Oh, man.
Here, hurry up.
It should make you sick to your stomach, kind of.
Before he gets down. He wants to crawl on you because he's so used to crawling on me. I got him.
Yeah, don't let him
I got him.
crawl on me.
Don't. Hey, now what are you doing with that foot? What are you doing with that
Yeah,
foot?
get his
Look at
ass.
my arm.
Fuck him up, dude.
He tried to get me with his foot. Okay.
Can't let the props stay
All right,
around for too long. If the props stay around too long, they lose their effect, you know?
I'm sorry, I missed a bunch of questions because it was
Phil
flying
doesn't
by
get
there
the
and I was dealing with
sympathy
Jasper.
buff.
I know Kat cooks a lot of cuisine. What would you say is your favorite kind of cuisine that you cook? Japanese, American, Greek, anything else? What is your favorite style of cuisine that you've made overall, do you think? Because you made a lot. You made Italian, you made Mexican, you've definitely made, a ton of American. You've definitely made some Japanese stuff, right? You've done a lot of different,
what would be
cuisines.
All right, never mind.
To make and to eat would be the Japanese curry. That would be my favorite thing.
There you go. And so that has pork,
Everything came from a can.
Potatoes,
bro, everything.
and a curry powder, right? It makes it a curry sauce, and that's eaten over white rice. And it's absolutely delicious. And in fact, we're making that this week. We're gonna have it as our dinner one day this week. So that'll be pretty cool.
You're gonna order it.
Let's see here.
Sure thing.
Does Jasper have any controversial opinions on politics? Yes. However, he's saving them. He is going to launch his own political channel after this coming election. So stay tuned for that on YouTube, of course, right? Last Frontier asked, does Kat prefer Companions or Thieves Guild? Mine is the Companions because I like the Werewolf Quest. What's your favorite guild in Skyrim? Excuse me.
The Thieves Guild is a great quest. I mean, I did like the Companions, but I like the Thieves Guild. I like the story and the characters of the Thieves Guild.
Cool.
In Skyrim, of course.
Skyrim, right. That's what we're specific. That's the one you've played the
God
most.
damn it, bro.
You did try other Elder Scrolls games, but you never really got into them, right? Which, I know you tried Oblivion when I started playing it, but you didn't really like it that much, right?
It's
like,
so old.
Too outdated for you? Okay. Let's see here. I guess let's jump back. We have a tip here. I don't want to miss it because it came in a few minutes ago. A $2 tip from Slie. Do you guys like Jägermeister? Have you had Jägermeister?
No.
Have you had Jägermeister, Kat?
Because it doesn't taste like other liquor, right? Like, it has this odd flavor to it. It's like
black
you'll swallow it
licorice.
once and be like, oh, it's kind of sweet, and you'll swallow it again. You'll be like, why does this taste like cough syrup? It's just weird, and I don't actively drink it. I didn't even know about it until like maybe in my mid-20s when I had roommates and they like drank different liquors and they introduced me to it and I did a few shots.
I bet Phil drank that shit all the time,
you know,
bro.
it's not good or bad. It just kind of exists. You know what I mean?
He tried to act like
Not a big
he ain't an alcoholic and shit. That's sick.
All right, FizzGig did another super chat and asks, if you could travel anywhere, where would you want to go? Here you
See,
go.
Monkey,
You're
yeah,
free
I
to
did.
travel anywhere.
I'm glad I
Where would you
wasn't
like
there
to
for it.
Japan.
I've told them that you said that many times.
Yes,
They know that.
I know.
Now, where in Japan and why particularly?
This bitch don't know shit about Japan. She don't really want to. She just wants to go there to eat sushi. To Japan. I actually want to go to Japan, bro. I'd like to go to fucking Okinawa. I heard they have dope food, and the chicks are fucking pretty. And where else do I want to go? I want to go to Osaka. My dad's been there. He used to live in Osaka, in Yokohama and Akihabara. That's in Tokyo, pretty much. So yeah, I don't know. She just wants to. Bro, you could throw a map, throw a pin anywhere on Japan. She just wants to eat food. Tokyo.
I don't know, anywhere in Japan.
Yeah, anywhere in Japan.
What makes you want to go to Japan over other places?
I just want to go anywhere in Japan,
honestly,
bro.
My number one list would be Europe, like somewhere in Europe,
Yeah.
you know, because that's where my heritage comes from.
Yeah.
But, you know, I agree with you. I think
know,
going
like,
to Japan would be fun.
I mean, I said last time, I was like, well, because of playing the Yakuza games,
right,
and being immersed in that universe, you know.
And then you played Persona as well.
Yeah, that too.
And that also kind of immerses you in that, even the food and stuff, right, of that universe or whatever. Okay, there you go.
You want to go to
For
Shibuya?
me, I've always said this, like,
because of
Japan,
Persona
awesome.
5.
Yeah, absolutely, I would do that. But I would one day like to do a tour of Europe, maybe. Like, they have that train that goes between all the major countries.
Right.
And to be able to take, like, a week, and take, like, 2 days in one country, 2 days in the next, 2 days in the next, and spend, like, within a week, you get to see, like, 4 different countries and do fun cuisine and everything. I think that would be pretty neat.
Imagine these two dorks in Japan.
Okay.
That'd actually be
let's
pretty
see
funny.
Here. We've got...
Some stupid...
Huh?
No worries. I got a $7 tip here.
Trying to read all the signs
Again
and
from
shit.
August. Since I'm here, I might as well share. I like
go to
watching you play, but I
McDonald's.
haven't recently. I do find Baldur's Gate 3 and Sea of Stars boring. So, big ups
Yo, what's up,
to the
Arkham?
mods for helping put in work tonight, and for Kat. And your makeup is on point tonight.
Thank you.
There you go. All right, thank you, August, for a $7 tip. And thanks for the nice words and compliments, right? Okay. Yeah, I hear you. Like, right now, personally, I understand. I'm juggling 2 RPGs. I'm trying to play Resident Evil along with it, but there's not much you can really do. You know, we got other games. We got Tekken 8. That's going to be huge and different, right? But then I'm also going to be playing Like a Dragon, so it's another RPG. So
Bro,
I hear you. This is
more
like the year of
days.
RPGs. It's insane. The amount of RPGs
Like a
that are
week,
coming out in
right?
like a 4-month period. I don't know why this game devs
When the
think
fuck
that's
does
a good
Tekken
idea.
8
I
come
think
out, like,
personally
next
it's a
week?
terrible idea. It's too many RPGs at once. Like, you have to pick and choose. Like
next
let's
Friday.
be honest, right? If this were a different year, first of all, we both love Like a Dragon.
I'ma
so we would
pre-order
play
that
that
shit.
regardless, right? But
Have
Persona
to.
3, the remake, is on Game Pass. And it comes out the week after frickin' Like a Dragon.
Oh.
Now, if you weren't playing Like a Dragon, you probably would have checked that out, right? Because it's free. It's on Game Pass.
Arkham,
played
you
Persona
did?
4, you
How'd it
loved
go, bro?
But this, how are you supposed to play 2? How do you play 2 RPGs at once like
Hope
that?
you
It's
pass.
insane. Like, it's too much time consuming.
Hope you made me
I don't know what
proud,
they're
man.
thinking. Releasing those games so close together, it doesn't make any sense. Okay. Continuing on. We got a $2 tip here. From Marcus, he says, Kat, did you ever own an N64 growing up?
You see that side shot we got, bro? Look at that. Oh my god, she looks like Jenny Sack, bro. I swear to God.
From Marcus, he says, Kat, did you ever own an N64 growing up?
The
What was
side
your favorite
shots
game for
aren't
the Nintendo
flattery,
64
Kat.
that you played with?
I did. I think I know Mario 64. I played a lot of that.
Yeah, 'cause that's the one that everyone, it came
Yeah.
with it. So, I mean, I think everyone played the crap out of that one, right?
Oh, damn,
Did
she...
you have any other games
It
for
does
or
look
just
like she
that?
has
Oh.
3
I don't remember.
necks.
I mean, it was forever ago. So that's the only one that I remember.
God damn,
I know
bro.
the
It looks like, dude, there's not a necklace she can't fit. Like, she can't even wear necklaces anymore, I don't think. Do they make necklaces for necks this wide? I don't even know. I know it'd be a little mean, but
All right, fair enough.
I'm not even sure.
A big $50 tip came in.
Dartsy, I
from
love
Lisa
her.
Lou.
She's an
I love
accomplice.
her outfit tonight, Kat.
Thank you.
There you go.
She's part of the
Complimenting you on
gig.
your
She's part of the
wardrobe
tribe.
tonight. Thank you, Lisa Lou, for a $50 tip. Biggest contribution of the night there. Well, Lord Prince Albert.
No, but I don't
is asking
hate
a question.
her.
It's
You
up-
know,
don't
I
have
don't
to answer
hate
questions
Kat.
like this. He says,
Right.
does
Or
Phil have any
dislike her
interesting
like
quirks
Phil. But
that we
she's a
don't know of?
fucking
Does he put his
accomplice.
socks on first before
She
he puts on
catching
his
bullets
pants and
out here in
underwear?
the streets, bro.
I know.
She chose
Is there
this
any
life.
weird-
The
weird
life
quirks
didn't
that I
choose
have that
her.
people should know about?
You know what I mean, bro?
It's kind of. I don't know how to answer these questions.
I know. Here's the thing, all right? Kat and I, there's certain kinds of couples, right? And certain couples are very kind of back and forth, razzing each other and stuff like that. Quite honestly, we're just not like that. All right? We're just not. We don't go back and forth making fun of each other, razzing each other. We just kind of like relaxing, enjoying things together at the same time.
That sounds boring as
I help
fuck.
her with a game if she's playing it or whatever. Watch
Phil
it.
probably
We're
doesn't
not
like
constantly
that.
a couple that
She
goes
probably
back and
did
forth
try to
in that
make
kind
fun of him once, bro.
relationship. Some people are,
And he
that's
got
fine
all
if you are.
pissy.
We're
He's
just
like,
not.
don't like,
So
don't
you
do
ask a
that.
question like that.
You know what I'm
understand
saying?
we don't
Every
have an
get made
answer.
fun of.
Like,
I'm
no,
the
there's nothing
whippy boy of the
particularly about her that
internet.
bothers me that I want to tell you guys, and now we can
I can
laugh and
see
make fun
Phil
of each
be
other,
a
and then
little
she'll make fun of
bitch.
me.
And
It's
then
not
Kat's
like
like,
that.
alright,
You
whoa.
understand? So,
Alright, I
appreciate
won't
the
make
super
fun
chat,
of
but
you
there's not gonna be
anymore,
answers
dude.
to those kind of questions, honestly. All right. Okay. Let's see. Well, I guess this is an interesting question from Naja. Do you ever play Zelda games, and what's your favorite one if you've played them? Did you ever play a Zelda game before? I think you had mentioned you did, right?
I played Ocarina of Time. That was
See?
my first
that
one.
was N64.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Okay,
see?
yeah.
So
yeah.
I guess that would be an N64 game.
Yeah.
Is that the only one you've ever played?
Nah, Kat ain't going
no, I think
nowhere,
I played
bro.
the-
Who would take her? Who would
Yeah,
take her
so,
now?
I don't think I'm not really big.
You know? Imagine Kat was like
Right.
I'm
I
just
mean, you
not.
don't own- you
I
don't
mean,
own
a
the
Saturn,
Nintendo
a
anymore.
brand
when
new
I grew up, I
Saturn,
played
you
both,
know?
but I just don't.
Not a
play
great
them.
looking
Right.
car, but it was a brand new car. And
Well, I
Phil
see
just sat here
Maseo.
and ate
He
food
wants
inside
us to
it.
ask
There's
Jasper if he's
Cheeto
going to
dust
meow
and
again
shit
on
all
stream,
over
but
it.
Jasper has
Cat
left the
hair.
room. He's out there in the hall.
Fucking
If he
gin
comes back in,
bottles
we'll
and
grab him
shit,
and
bro.
ask
It's
him
just a
Maseo, or
gross
if you see him,
car.
remind us.
The oil ain't
I would
been
assume the
changed
answer
in
is yes. The
5
question is
years,
when.
bro. You
He's
know what I'm
such- I
saying?
mean, you can tell them.
Like,
How
nah,
often
man.
does Jasper talk?
A lot.
Right? Tons. All over the house.
She's broken
And
goods.
for
Who wants
some
to
reason,
drive
when
a
he comes in
car or
here,
buy a
he like
car
zips the lip. He clams up.
from the
I don't know if
previous
he's camera
owner
shy or whatever,
who
but
didn't
I don't
take
think he
care of
understands what
it?
the camera is. Maybe it's the lighting. But he almost never talks when he's in here. But when we're out of here walking around the house, he'll walk right up to us, meow, 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 no matter what we're doing.
It's like the
He'll
same
walk up and say,
concept
meow, meow, meow,
almost.
out
Like
of nowhere, you know?
it's harder. It's
Okay.
harder for Kat to find a man now.
Let's see here.
If she had
We got
to,
another tip
than
to
it
shout
was
out, so I guess
5
we'll do that,
years
and then we'll go
ago.
back to the general Q&A here.
Because trust me,
So this is Dark
if
Side
Phil,
Chris.
if
He
Phil
says,
could,
I'm still
he'd be
alive.
with
Yes,
a
Dark Side Chris is
skinnier
from
bitch.
Hawaii,
Probably
actually, I
look like
remember.
Panda,
He says,
bro.
first of all, $15 tip. Thank you for that. Do I have thoughts on Dragon Ball Sparkling
At
Zero?
this
No, I
point.
don't. I have no thoughts on
Look
any
how
Dragon
bored
Ball
she
games.
looks,
I'll be honest
look.
with you, Chris. I'm kind of burnt out on Dragon Ball. I don't really care about it. Dragon Ball is pretty played out for me. Now that I'm in my 40s, like, I don't think about it anymore. I have no desire to watch it again. I've played 5 zillion games of Dragon Ball. Even as a YouTuber, I've probably played, like, 5 Dragon Ball games over the years. And I just don't really
Played out
see
to call yourself a
the appeal
YouTuber,
of playing
Phil.
the millionth one. That's the same plot, the same characters. You know what I mean? And then people say, well, why don't you get into Dragon Ball Super? Well, again, I'm not really into it. It's been so long. I don't really care about that.
You know, this,
Oh, I know. What?
Phil
Don't
doesn't
worry
care
about
about
it. What are you gonna
nothing,
do?
bro.
It's just a troll. Don't pay attention.
It's the
to him. I'll
Hogans.
Take care of him. He's a moron.
Fucking
Not to
cat.
be bothered by that guy.
no, I'm bothered by them. Just
Yeah, we'll get him.
Yeah.
We'll get him when we see him.
Look, get him.
But yeah,
Hey,
no,
cat.
I really don't give a crap about Dragon Ball. I'll be honest, Dark Side Chris. It's not that I hate it or anything. I just
I
am
won't
not
let
interested
those
in it
mean
anymore.
trolls
We've
get
covered
him.
it so extensively.
Let's fast forward this garbage. God damn, man.
it's so different from the modern ones, the modern Elder Scrolls
Yeah.
games.
This shit sucks.
Good evening, Jew Corporation. How you doing tonight? Welcome to the stream.
This is Jew
Okay.
Corporation? What?
Well, I mean, here's a question for you if you'd like to answer. How was it working retail during COVID? What was that
Oh,
like?
Jesus.
Right?
I don't even know if y'all can see this stupid shit. All right, I'm gonna try my best.
I mean,
for
the
you
thing
guys.
is like,
since we know Cat's short ass is gonna be there.
People are, and how gross people are. You know, like, and how unprepared people are with a virus.
Like you, Phil, you're gross as fuck.
Before COVID, like COVID is the first virus to break out in America, and somehow it's this new thing, and everyone freaked out, and you know went and bought all the toilet paper and just acting like the world was gonna end or something, you know. Just a freaking disaster.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Yo, people getting gunned out in the streets so fast.
But you know, I mean, there's so many of them.
That is hilarious.
It would take forever to tell them all. There's just people being stupid and gross, and you know, thinking that I'm not gonna get all political, but you know,
that's fine.
Just saying.
You don't have to. You don't have to. No pressure. Okay.
But.
All right, we'll continue on.
No, Cat. Cat. I want to hear your opinions. You're fucking eating up, bitch.
Curious?
You're about to make content. What the fuck?
Somehow gonna read it. They could have just bought a Subway
this
sandwich.
Is why you're here, Cat.
They could have did anything with it, you know. They think we were dumb or something. Like, why on earth would we wait?
See how Phil didn't try to encourage her? Go, oh yeah, it's fine. Once in a while we talk about politics. Nah, he didn't egg her on that time because he's like, nah, this bitch is gonna say something fucking dumb. This dumb bitch. Yeah, Cat, yeah, you don't have to say anything. Moving on. I like how, dude, Phil, you slick little bitch.
We're not done.
Slick as hell.
Screen any moment here. Here we go. Did you ever see that one?
Yeah.
Any other time, Phil trying to talk about politics, man.
That tip, I appreciate that. All right. And we're going to jump back to the chat in a second. Just let me update the leaderboard. Okay. Let's see here. FizzGig did a super chat asking, do we follow UFO stuff? I don't. I don't follow UFO news. No, I do not. I don't really care. My opinion is, if there is other life out there, great. And if there's not, oh well, I'm not really too concerned with it. My daily life does not really concern me with
Phil don't want you to catch on to him.
I don't think it's really going to affect me either way. So I don't really care.
He don't want y'all to catch on to him and his alien race, bro.
UFO news?
No.
This I don't care. I don't even think they are.
We're
aliens? What aliens?
Don't worry about UFOs.
Talking about me?
Let's see here. Okay. Nosy Real Lives asks, were you ever into the God of War games? Are you not into Greek or Norse mythology? Well, I know you've played 2 games.
Nah, Cat ain't got no big boobies, bro.
You played the last 2 God
Look, she ain't even, like,
did you ever
bro, you can't even see no cleavage.
No,
she just got those, like, those wide,
and
you know,
obviously you like
broad kind of titties, because she got a little wider.
They're very
That's about it. Her breasts didn't necessarily get big. I don't think she has big breasts. I think she has big nipples, probably.
I mean,
Cat probably has like big nipples with like dinner plate areolas, bro. That'd be kind of sexy, right?
I don't remember
like
the years, but
like a mom, like a lactini Latina.
Yeah, I feel like there's just
obese sagger.
There were so many games of Norse mythology.
Hold on, that took me
out. Came out.
Oh fuck!
Excellent game, but then that was also mythology. So, I mean, it's good. I like it.
Man.
But I'm not in love with it.
You know, like she probably got those back breasts that some big chicks get, bro.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
Let's see here. Someone and
I messed around with a chick. She was like so big. She had like the back breasts.
At any time.
And the back breast kind of almost matched the front breast, bro. It was kind of gnarly.
Time or to really like fully learn any instruments. So.
Did you want to learn a particular instrument? Like for me growing up, I actually always wanted to learn the guitar, and I never got to learn the guitar. It was just something I kind of wanted to do, and I never got around to it.
I mean, I would say for me,
Arkham, plug your ears, Arkham.
Oh wow,
yeah.
Classical,
yeah.
Classical music. That's interesting.
Plug your ears, young man.
All right. Swinging back over to tips again, and then we're actually going to end up splitting the part in just a minute. An hour has already passed.
John Cena, I'm dead as hell.
Got a $2 tip here. Oh yeah. So someone tipped $2. I remember a long time ago you said you were watching The Incredible Dr. Pol together.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched My Cat from Hell or any other Animal Planet show, for example, The Crocodile Hunter or Dog Whisperer?
I don't know if you have. I have.
I have not. No, the only stuff I ever saw from Animal Planet was what we watched together. That's it.
That's it? Oh, I've seen a ton of them. My Cat from Hell is the Jackson Galaxy show.
Oh, I didn't even know that was his show.
So, yeah, he goes to people's houses and, like, people there, they'll have a problem with their cat or something, and usually they're, like, really mean cats. He has to, like, get them
He tries to calm them down.
Yeah. And
By the way, don't mind me. My eye is burning right now. That's what I'm doing. It's freaking eye just started watering.
So yeah, he kind of just, like...
That's what you
them,
get.
like, a homework
That's what you
assignment,
fucking
and
get,
they can,
bitch. Try to get the cat to be more personable or more social and not be such an angry cat all the time.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so I like that one the best. Like, besides the Dr. Pol one.
I mean, we watched a ton of Dr. Pol for a while, to the point where we got, like, burned out, and we haven't watched it in years now,
Didn't we finish it? I thought we got close to finishing it.
I want to say you're probably right, but I think that we only got up to the point that was around COVID.
Yeah.
And then we haven't watched it since COVID, in which case I don't know what the seasons would be like during COVID. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure he still worked, but how did it change everything?
Bro, I have a feeling this is irritating Cat a little bit.
That, like, to 2019.
Like, imagine having to go to work, come home, feed this big ass motherfucking baby, and then have to sit in a stupid, smelly little shit vortex, bro. Getting made fun of across the globe.
That's something that I talked about earlier today. So
like, come on, this is embarrassing shit.
Here's a troll, and we're gonna ignore this troll here too. A couple trolls have come in now, all collectively together.
Right, I've noticed that.
So we're gonna get rid of them and just.
Yeah, of course, that's all you're doing is looking at chat.
Have either of you had small animals as pets before? I have had guinea pigs, rabbits, rats. Most notably, I even owned a hedgehog who I now have tattooed on my arm.
This fool, get rid of those trolls.
For endorsing a local supermarket sandwich versus
these fucking
a Subway
dorks,
sandwich. I don't remember doing that. Did I do that? Did I say that a local supermarket sandwich would be better than Subway? I mean, I've eaten at local supermarket sandwiches before, and I think they're good, but I don't know anything about endorsing one versus the other. So, before we were together, did you own any other small pets before in your lifetime? Excuse me.
I've had dogs, but not small pets.
No small pets at all?
No, I had a hamster when I was really young.
Okay.
And then I had fish.
Oh.
I also had fish, and then I've had a couple of dogs.
Okay.
Those are the ones I've had.
Okay. Me, I mean, you guys know the answer for me. When I was growing up, I had a pet rabbit. I had two pet rabbits. Sadly, one
She's
passed away
sitting in the masturbation throne.
The other rabbit lived like 13 years. Crazy long for a Netherlands dwarf.
King of the tards,
hamsters when I was younger. And then I owned hamsters when I first moved in here. I had hamsters for like 2.5 years.
I like how we call it the throne of autism, bro.
Excuse me, of pets.
And it's usually Phil's little throne where he rules as king. And this is supposed to be like Cat's moment to shine, so she gets to sit in the King of Tism's throne. What was the first game
you ever played? I forgot the answer already.
It's kind of symbolic in a way.
Super Mario World, I think.
Super Mario World, that was your answer, yep.
Yeah.
What kind of dogs did you own when you had dogs when you were younger? Do you remember?
I was like...
Yo, the mods, bro. The mods are getting pummeled. It's awesome.
Big dogs, small dogs?
Oh, they were like medium dogs.
Okay.
So they weren't huge, but they weren't like little.
Yeah.
So.
Rich, I mean, your answer is as good as mine. Why did someone steal my grocery cart? Because they're an idiot. Because I told you, the only thing I can think is that it was an easy steal because maybe it was full of groceries and it was right near the door, so they thought, oh, I can walk out the door and not have to put effort into stealing, right? I did have my shopping bags in the cart at the same time, so maybe they thought that's an added value to it. Bro. Or it could very be simply what the checkout person guessed that day was, this person's just addicted to stealing. They just steal whenever they can. So it was there, it presented the opportunity. What the hell? Easy, get away with it, done, right? It could have simply been that. You know, you never know, right?
Wow. All right, Phil. I'm done.
Split the part. And,
what a fucking moron,
and probably just take a quick break. Actually, I have to pee. So we're going to take a quick break. And what I'll probably do here is mute the mic and just put up the screen for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes for us to just take a quick break. I'm actually almost out of water, too. I want to refill. But we're going to come back in 1 more hour.
Bro.
Okay, everyone? So thanks. Just hold your questions.
He's going to
go
right talk about the tips on his phone. He's going into the Discord. Okay. He's going into the Discord, bro. He's sitting here like, what the fuck, man? I only made $154 in tips. What is this shit? I know that's what Phil's kind of thinking, man. Last time, he was fucking crushing it. He was killing it in tips, and now he's sitting here like, man, damn. It ain't hitting the second time. The props aren't working as well. Fuck it, I'll find something else for us to watch. Since Phil wants to be a bad host, bro. God damn it, he fucking sucks, man. I swear to God. Actually, there was something I wanted to watch with you guys. I don't want to watch that Keffels interview. I watched that. It's very bad. Oh! Hold on. Nah, I'm gonna save that. Damn it, bro. I want to spoil it so fucking bad, but fuck it. Let me see here.
Why am I poisoned? Why am I toxic?
Oops. I don't care. I want to watch this Lee trailer, bro. I'm getting hyped for fucking Tekken finally. It's coming out, what, next fucking week? And remember, I'm giving away a copy of that shit, too. So, if you know how to get into the giveaway, then you know. So, if you don't know, hopefully I can explain it at a different time. And you guys can get in on that. So, who will not copyright strike me? Or fucking IGN won't. IGN's pretty chill. This shit's lit, bro. Hey, Wings, what's up, man?
Get ready for the...
Bro, my fucking notification. Oh, shit. Nigga, damn, you made me yank my fucking phone out of my computer. You fucking N-word, Wings. Motherfucker. Gonna make me break my shit, you dick.
Next battle. Section 8.
Oh, move Phil's character.
我が社の新製品試させてもらおう。ネイチャーラーかかってきたまえ。
No, bro. Hold on. Bro, I've been working this shit. I've been looking at my phone. That's my fault. That is my fault for sure. You know, I don't even mean, like, I'm not trying to be a dick to when I miss texts. I've been busy, bro. I'm about to move and all that shit. I haven't really been looking at my phone all. My wife will tell you I'm really bad about that. Ooh, fuck. Yo, these kicks are still boss, bro.
Marvelous! Hey, Hachi! いつものを頼むよ。かしこまりました、マスター。
Fucking wings. Bro, I will fucking go to prison. I'll shoot 60 people. 60 people show up to my house, bro. I'm going to fucking jail. It's gonna be funny. Alright. Oh, man. Fuck. Man, you're making me lose my fucking train of thought. Being an ass. No, I love you. No, bro, I'm sorry for missing my text, dude. I legitimately been busy. I've been going back to work and shit. What the fuck was I gonna pull up? Oh yeah, Smokey McSee video. About fucking our boy Chris Chan. And I watched that Keffel's fucking interview with
How are
Chris.
y'all doing today, Muff?
It's bad. That Keffel's interview is very bad.
Friends, I just got done watching this Chris Chan video that we're about to watch again right now. And let me just tell you something. Something about Chris just seems off in this video. I mean, most of the times you can't really tell what you're going to get when you click on a Chris video, but he just seems so, like, depressed or maybe just exhausted in this one. I can't even really sum it up. He also has, like, this 1,000-mile stare in his eyes that at some points gets really crazy. As he does in every video, Chris touches on just about every topic that's important to him at the current moment.
Yo, Combat Slot, thank you for the 12 months, bro.
That he brought up, but he barely went into detail.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Is he back finally? Goddamn, bro.
You know, sometimes nature calls.
Nature calls all the time.
This, you guys know, this stool is not comfortable at all. This stool is very uncomfortable to be sitting here. We got to get something better for when we're going to be doing our gameplay for sure. Okay. All right, let's continue, everyone. We got about 1 more hour. Welcome back, everyone. All right, I'll start recording again. Okay, welcome back, everyone. Family night.
Love you, Wings.
Here on DSP Gaming. It's actually, I forgot to say this in part 1. It's January 17, 2024.
Hey, back to business.
We're back. We took a little break. Stretched our legs, used the restroom, refreshed our drinks, and now we're back for another hour. Again, whatever you guys want to talk about. Right now, no content.
Yo, what's up, King Sly?
So if you want to tag us in the chat, great. If anything comes in, great. If we
did I hear Blade's take on MLK, dude? No, I didn't, man.
And we can access that
I missed it. Hold on, let me mod you up, dude.
Cap Kirby says, what are our favorite animes?
I haven't been watching too much Blade.
We don't have favorite animes. We don't watch anime that often.
After Wings got him kicked off YouTube.
Dragon Ball was the big one, Dragon Ball Z, but we don't actively watch anime, right? You don't have a particular favorite,
no.
right?
Isn't this fucking working?
Did you ever play any Dead Rising game? I think you did, right? Which one did you play?
I played 3 and 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you think about them?
They were all right.
Yeah.
They're mess around games.
Right.
You know.
They're not meant to be too serious.
No.
Just kill a bunch of zombies.
Yeah.
Right? So you're not crazy for it. You're not.
I mean, 4 was like too easy.
Yes.
It had like no challenge to it. It was just, it was like, what is this game?
I agree. What's hilarious about that is that series started off as a very difficult series. Dead Rising 1 and 2 are very tough games, and then 3 kind of went middle of the road, and then 4 completely opposite direction.
This is it, guys.
Too easy, in my opinion. I agree with you there. Okay. Spidey, we've answered this question a million times. No, we don't go on walks. We don't go on hikes. We don't have time. Our day off consists of...
We don't have time. We don't have time to take a 30-minute walk.
All you want to do is go home and relax, right? Like tomorrow, no exaggeration. We're going to be doing grocery shopping. We got to go drive somewhere.
Ridiculous.
We got a bunch of things we need to catch up. We need to stock up on the house, right? That we're out of. By the time we're done with all of that, we're exhausted already. We don't want to go on a hike. You know? So, no, we don't do that kind of stuff.
I could tell.
Pizza Box Gaming. Good evening. Thank you for the super chat. He says, I'm happy to be here tonight. I had a rough league game tonight. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you will recover. Hopefully it's not irreparable damage if it was rough. And thank you for the super chat. Pizza Box Gaming. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Sarah says, what don't you like about my job? That's an interesting question, I feel. What particularly do
It's not an interesting question at all.
I mean, I would just say it's time consuming. There's nothing I really dislike about it. I think it's good. Everything else is good about it, but it's time consuming. So, let me get this straight. You don't think that you would like me to be in here for 6 days a week full time, and we only get 1 day a week to do stuff? Obviously not.
See, I told you so. I told you so. My wife says the same thing I say. All the time. But yeah, she doesn't like that I'm here 6 days a week. Oh my god, bro. She's literally just saying the same shit that he says all the time. Like, look. That's what he's all smug about. See, I told you so. See, I'm not lying. I am in here too much shit. And my wife doesn't like it. Oh my god, I hate him so much. He's such a smug little asshole, bro. Jesus Christ. Time consuming.
Like Grand Theft Auto or Saints?
Babysitting the uploads, bro. Not making your thumbnails. Yeah, it's very time consuming, Phil.
Saints Row is kind of.
God damn. Whatever.
GTA's alright. It depends which one. Like, I think San Andreas is the better one. Is one of my favorite ones. But I don't really like. I played Saints Row. I played one of the.
Really?
Yeah.
The karaoke. Cool. All right, there you go. Man, I don't even know. There's been so many different ones over the years.
Well, there's bowling too.
That's fun. That's true. Which one had bowling?
Camarocho.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because the recent ones didn't have it, but there's the batting cages.
Yeah.
There's the golf that's been in it.
Yeah.
There's the little mini car racing. And then sometimes they have like the commerce mini games and things that you have to do. You know what I'm thinking of the new one, the rice cookies or whatever, the business you had to run. I was thinking about that one too. So, okay. Now this is interesting. Joe Mama says, "Do you like The Last of Us?" Now you can answer this from different perspectives, right? What do you think of The Last of Us?
Well, first of all, are we talking about the game or the show?
Let's talk about the game. I think is what we're talking about here.
Well, I mean, the first one, yes. I liked the first one a lot, just like most people. The first one was memorable, was a good experience. The second one was a disaster. I hated it. If we want to talk about the second one. But the first one, I liked it. I did not like the second one, but I liked the first one.
Is there something you particularly liked about the first one that was different in the second one, and that's why you don't like it?
Oh, why do I like the first one better?
Yeah.
Well, the story's better. There's no pointless, immature stuff in there, like the second one had. More meaningful characters, more meaningful conversations with characters. Just the entirety of the game was better, you know.
For me, I think it's the tone is so different. The first game, even though the first game is dark because people die in it, right? And there's really this feeling of dread and the world's ending.
Wow, Cat is just such a dull,
right? How Joel,
dull person, bro.
Ellie during the game and stuff. And then you play the second.
I feel like Phil knows
that.
He's sitting there like, fuck, she's not saying enough.
About the vibe of the first game.
That's when he takes control. Oh man,
it just didn't feel.
I can't get over
I want to
this.
play a game and feel good, right? I don't want to play. I already feel misery. You already have enough real life miseries going on in your own life that when you play a game, you want to separate yourself from that. Why do you want to play a game to feel miserable? Right? You feel miserable.
Oh my god, bro.
Through the whole town murdering people and
really?
Like,
what?
And then the other half is picking up pictures of
what?
That you
You wanna watch it? What? He's such a nerfy, fucking goddamn dumbass, bro. You wanna play zombie games to feel miserable? You want to feel hunky-dory and you want to have a smile on your face. I swear, he wants no adversity in life. Phil just wants sunshine and rainbows, bro.
It's like
this fake-ass motherfucker, dude.
How are you supposed to take a game like that seriously?
I swear, he's like pretending family. It's like watching two autistic kids play house.
Right.
And then the other part is just splitting people's throats open. Like...
They think this is what adults think about the world and about the media they consume and all that, man. It's like, it's childish.
So, I mean, what is there to like about the game? It's just not well
The graphics. The graphics were
I
good.
guess, I mean, the graphics, but, I mean, that's about it, in my
Damn,
opinion.
Phil, let people like
This is
things.
people have this big divide
He done,
Last of Us
bro.
is. I don't.
He done shedded all his negativity, his gross ass negativity onto her too. Like, damn, bro, just let people like things sometimes. I don't particularly like The Last of Us, but I could definitely see why people would like it, right? Like, I don't know. There's nothing wrong with that, Phil.
Even if you're talking objectively, right?
Oh, he's trying to sound intelligent, guys. Here we go.
You can't argue that. The graphics are great, no matter what version you're playing. The gameplay elements, they're really good. The sneaking and each one, the second one actually had new gameplay elements from the first that innovated and made it feel good. The location, right? The first one and second one have distinct different locations that feel organic and interesting. But really, what it comes
Man,
down
this
to
stream
is the narrative.
sucks.
It's a narrative-based game.
I
And
want to
if you don't
hurt
like the narrative,
myself
you're not going
in a
to like
video
the
game.
We liked the narrative of the first one. We don't like the narrative of the second. We're not going to like the second one. And there's nothing that's going to change that. You know, even over time, your feeling of the narrative isn't going to change. It's the same story. They didn't rewrite the story, right? So there you go. Okay. Let's see here. Korg says, do you remember the first game you ever got a platinum trophy?
Yeah, Matt. I played the Walking Dead games. That's kind of why I didn't like the Last of Us personally.
You don't actively go for it. No. Right?
It felt corny. Last of Us just feels corny. The writing feels corny to me. It's really predictable writing, you know? It's not really that deep. It's very surface level.
No, not really.
Kind of zombie story. Bonding with a little kid kind of story shit to me, but whatever. I can see why people like it, for sure. Like, it's not a bad story by any means. I mean, the second one. There's a lot of plot holes I don't like, but what are you gonna do?
Right, but we don't go crazy.
That's why I have the option to not play it, right? No one's forcing me
Even though I'm
to.
in my 40s, I've never seen a single episode of Survivor or Big Brother. Not one. And I have no plans to ever watch Survivor or Big Brother. I don't care about the show.
It's not. You know? I've seen one or two episodes like forever.
God.
Yeah.
But not again. I'm not into it.
Yeah.
So
I've never seen one.
Guys said the exact same thing.
Okay.
Oh, fuck about the yawn. Damn, bro. Caught me with a card yawn. Shit, Cat's being a boring little clown tonight.
We don't want to shoot anything down.
Make her dance, Phil.
Is simple.
Phil, make her put her breasts in her face or something.
And comfortable on streams again.
Make her shake that BBW ass for a few dollars, man. That's not against TOS.
And to actually get into stuff together.
Derek's little horny ass might give you a couple bucks even.
That would
Shit.
be a really great idea to play that virtual island game. Anything that comes after that is maybe
Hydrax.
And address every single possibility of what may happen. We don't know yet. We're not.
Because she's part horse.
What's a react show we can do? And
half hippo, half horse, quarter human.
We're talking about it, right? We don't even speak about it. You know, I asked you casually this week, did you want to come in here again? We're not plan. We don't have a big business plan on our wall in our kitchen of content we're going to be doing this year, anything like that. It's not that serious, okay? Let's see here. See, here's the thing. So No Sleep Robot says, do either of us ever watch Full House, Friends, or Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Did you ever watch those shows growing up?
Yeah, all of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
Me too. I mean, that was common stuff back then. That was like TGIF, right?
Right.
It was called. It was just the sitcoms that were on every Friday night, and you would watch whatever was on. Honestly, I didn't even like half of them. I just watched them because they were on. I watched them with my parents, right? Like, it was like a family night thing.
Oh my god, man.
It was on.
I hate this.
So yeah, we both seen those.
Shut up, Phil.
Favorite? I think that my favorite of all those would be like the first one that started it, which no one remembers.
Phil, we hear you talk all the time, man. Shut the fuck up.
This ultra.
Oh my god.
But his cousin, who's a sheep farmer from a foreign country, moves in
Phil,
with him.
shut up,
like
dude. Why don't you let your wife talk?
And it's just the weirdest thing, but it's funny. And I just remember that was the first one that started it all. And then after that, all the other shows like
so
Full
bad.
House, Step by Step, Family Matters, all those shows started also moving into that block on Friday nights. So. Okay.
So.
You know, I think. Oh, by the way, I missed this one. Jones to Bones, thank you. 28 months as a member. Thank you, Jones to Bones. Just hope family night is great. Nice to meet Kat tonight. First time Jones.
Family night.
Good to have you here. Thank you, Jones.
We listened to Phil talk all night.
Okay, you never saw Stranger Things on Netflix, did you? You never saw it? I did, and I thought the first couple of seasons were good. I've only seen the first 3 seasons. Yeah, the last season I saw was the one where they worked at the mall. And I think there was another season after that, but we don't have Netflix, right?
No, we got rid of Netflix.
We got rid of it, and we weren't actively watching it enough to keep it, so maybe one day I would get caught up with it, but I'm not really that interested in it anymore. So, okay. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Cyrax the Rapper.
She has such a she's such a mouth breather, bro. She's such a derpy, goddamn goofy faced mouth breather, really. Look at her, like she about to blow a gasket, reading words, man.
Your obsession with that guy, King Cobra, I don't know what your obsession is with that guy. I really don't. But I think I can assure you that Kat does not watch King Cobra JFS. I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure she's never watched his content or his snail burritos or anything like that. It's disgusting. Thanks for the super chat, though.
It's weird.
Okay,
like, she has a big jaw. Her jaw's so big, she just purses her lips open. I don't know. Phil has to get drunk, of course.
Since we did have people who did ask questions in that thread, I think it's only fair that we check out that thread and see if people had some interesting questions to go over tonight. And then we'll jump back over here to you guys live in the chat. But there were some people who I knew couldn't be here tonight, and they had a few questions to ask, so we can just jump through a few of these. Okay. Ponage says, hey, Phil, Kat, and Jasper, I hope you're doing well. I have a question for Kat. Did you ever hear of the Shantae series, and did you ever play any of the games? If you haven't, it's a good game that I would suggest to try. It's called Shantae and the Pirate's Curse, one of my favorite games in the series. Have a good night. Did you ever see or play a Shantae game?
I've heard of it, but it's not up my alley.
No.
For type...
You're not into, like, 2D platformers and stuff like that? Because that's exactly what it is. If I remember, I think it started, I want to say, in the 2000s, but they were always handhelds, right? Like, they were always handheld games. And I wasn't into handhelds that heavily either, so I never played it, and you had never played it. Okay.
Oh my God.
Let's see here. Duke, thanks for this question. But again, questions like, what are the top 3 things you like about each other? What's a weird quirk that's over this about one? We're not that kind of couple. We're going to sit here and list stuff about each other and razz each other all night. All right? So I appreciate the question, but we're not.
Yeah, razz each other all night. He fucking talks like a 1950s fucking supervillain, bro. Yeah, razz each other.
That. We're Kat's top games and disappointing games of last year. Her most disappointing game was Starfield, and your top game was Alan Wake 2, right? So there you go. Monty Mole, I'm just gonna ignore that question. Again, it's another similar style question. Oh, here you go. Question for all 3. First of all, Jasper Kitty. What's wrong? He's squinting.
Oh my God.
Was he cleaning?
Yeah.
He's cleaning. So
Bro, I wonder if I could come up with a rope.
Does Jasper want a straight?
If I could get like an animated rope, V-tube rope, you know?
Yes.
That I could just like pull around my neck.
Remember, he was in here for a lot of that playthrough. He was in the room. I took pictures and everything.
And hang my VTuber.
So for Phil, I don't know who that is. With the huge success of Street Fighter 6, how can other fighting franchises improve without copying the Street Fighter 6 formula? Provide enough content for a variety audience. Not everyone wants to be a competitive player. So if you put enough content in the game that a casual player likes the game, but also a competitive player would like the game, you've succeeded. And you have to have a good roster at launch, not 5 characters, but like tons, so there's variety. And you have to have good online play, which Street Fighter 6 had. That's my answer. So let's see. I don't even know. This is supposed to be for you, but I don't know how you're going to answer this one. Kat, why don't AAA development companies see what indie and AA devs are going to do to succeed and try their own hand? What does that even mean? I don't even understand the question. Do you?
Maybe they meant it for you.
No, it specifically says, Kat, why don't AAA companies see what indie AA devs are doing to succeed and try their own hand? Huh? No answer? Because I don't know what they're talking about. No. Okay. We already answered the question about hobbies. Let's see here. Do you have any favorite movies or genres of movies over the years that you enjoy watching? Like, do you have a favorite movie or types of movies that you enjoy?
Trying to think. I mean, obviously, like I said, I like the fantasy style, like Lord of the Rings movies.
Right. You had said that last week, that Lord of the Rings is one of your favorite things of all time when it comes to cinema, basically.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, movies nowadays aren't very good. So
okay.
I can't think of any like modern ones, but the ones that I like.
Okay.
Fucking tough.
We are. Geez, people just keep asking the same questions about hobbies and stuff. It's the same question over and over, so I'm just skipping it. Oh, okay. So, Slayer, I think the answer here is you haven't seen it, but he says, I want to ask Kat, did you ever see any of the private reacts that I did for him? And do you have any thoughts about Singapore? Did you ever hear me talk about Singapore or anything like that? You've never watched any of the reacts that I did for Slayer, right? No. He posts them up on his channel publicly after the fact, but you've never seen them, right? I guess what he's asking is, like, did you ever see Singaporean food?
Look at all these damn questions, bro.
Yeah.
that
What's your
I saw in
favorite
these videos, and it
burger
sounds
from
interesting,
Burger
right?
King?
Like some of the street
What?
foods that I've seen, the Indian street
What
food.
the hell?
Or
Oh, yeah.
the
Well-
big value. Remember, they're the home of the cheapest Michelin star dish of food you can get
Yeah.
in the whole world.
That's
it's
what
the
I was
chicken
gonna
rice.
say. Yeah, you can get a good amount of food
For cheap.
for cheap.
You don't have to spend
Yeah.
$100 on a dinner. You can spend like $10 and get a giant amount of gourmet food.
Yeah.
That's actually authentic and local, which is really neat.
Right.
That's
yeah.
some of the React videos, excuse me, that I've done for Slayer recently was food videos. So, okay. So, all right. OP Boone asks, was there a game or genre of game that you previously you didn't think you were gonna like, but I maybe convinced you to like or to try, maybe by watching me play it or something like that?
I'm thinking.
Oh my god.
'Cause I know there was one, but I can't think.
This is
about
probably
can't
some of the
remember.
worst
Yeah.
content I think Phil. Dude, the Level 1 podcast is bad, right?
Well,
But at least like Phil goes
What-
on
what
his
I
little
can
fucking spurg
is
outs
that
and shit.
I did a lot of those.
You know what I
style of
mean? It
games.
breaks up the minutia.
I call them choose your own adventure.
But this is
what it
really
is a
bad.
narrative-based game, you make decisions,
Yeah.
and based on your decisions,
This
you
is
get
really
outcomes,
boring,
right?
man.
So you've
Cat
played
is
a lot of
killing me.
the Life is Strange games.
Well, I played
Right.
whatever
The latest one.
Yeah.
That's the one you
I have
played
a
and you
feeling
ended
the
up
next
liking it,
stream
even
he's
though you
probably
didn't
gonna
think you
make
were gonna
less
like it, you
money.
enjoyed it, 'cause I
Right.
told you I thought you would like it.
You know,
you
the
enjoyed it,
big
right?
cat
And you had
effect's
played a
gonna
few
wear
others
off.
too, right? What was it? The weird one with the decision, the heist was going on, remember? And people get shot and everything. I can't remember the name of it anymore.
Oh, that stupid. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it. It was.
I can't remember the name of it either. Yeah.
It's the family that gets.
They get wrapped up in a heist at like a gas
Hostage.
station or something.
Yeah.
They get taken hostage. You played that. And you also played Tell Me Why, I think, right? That game about the kids that went to the hometown.
I
and
hated that one.
You hated that one.
Yeah, that was-
So basically, she played a whole bunch of those kind of choose your own adventure games. Seeing me play them, some she liked, some she didn't. But I think her favorite was the recent Life is Strange True Colors. That's what it's
Yeah.
called. Life is Strange True Colors. There you go. So another one for you, Jasper. Jasper, do not step on her because you're gonna hurt her. Because she's not, you don't want to claw her.
There you go.
Okay. So basically, OP Boone says, I know that you used to have past experience with Overwatch.
Green
And
light,
now
I
you seem like
try.
you play other games like Skyrim or Far
But I
Cry,
feel like
Yakuza,
cutting
Assassin's
myself.
Creed. Do you
Sticking
ever
myself
get
with
an
a
itch
lighter.
to go
No,
back
I'm
and play a
joking.
multiplayer game again like that? Have you ever really thought,
No.
oh, I want to go back and play it?
I mean,
I feel like I'm learning a lot. You know, I feel like a zookeeper at the zoo. Right now, I'm just kind of laying back, observing my hippopotamus and my pig.
You play that
in
game so
their
much,
enclosure.
it's boring, especially
And I'm
when
just
you
seeing how they interact with each other.
improve it.
Right.
So it's like, it's like a boring day at the zoo right
And of
now.
course, anything similar is just the same. A lot
Right.
of these multiplayer games are just the copy and paste of,
Mhm.
they're not unique or enough for me to be interested in them.
Okay. Okay, another one for you. So now you've lived here in Washington for 6 years? Well, I guess almost. We're almost at the 6-year mark now. When you moved here, did you experience any culture shock moments, any stark differences in the people or cuisines or climate or anything from where you came from that we were like, whoa, that's way different?
Well, yeah, I mean, first of all, the West Coast is way different from the East Coast. I mean, there's
You
no
betcha.
Italian food here.
Yep.
There's no authentic
You betcha,
Italian food
cat.
here, which
Zero.
sucks. There's a lot of authentic Asian food here, which is good.
Yep.
But there's no Italian food, which you get on the East Coast all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, the weather is better because you don't get the giant snowstorms. You don't get the freezing temperatures.
Right. Moderate.
Just-
moderate weather.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of rain, but I don't really care about that. I'd rather have rain than snow.
Right.
Cheese
yeah,
for
the people
Burger
here are way
King.
different. The people here are extremely different. Very, like, I don't even know how to describe it without, being a
Cats from the goddamn
Well,
refrigerator.
let's be
homie.
honest. We live on the West Coast, and the West Coast, especially Washington State, is one of the most liberal states in the entire country.
Yeah.
Okay? Everyone here is heavy left-leaning, okay?
Bro, do we have to hear all? Why does he have to tell us this? Like, we don't know. Acting like California isn't just as liberal. What the fuck?
And it's hard when you're not 100% in agreement with that lifestyle. Even me, and I'm middle of the road politically. I've told you guys. Now, we're not going to...
Ah! Somebody fucking kill me. I don't want to hear this shit right now. I don't have the wherewithal to hear Phil's bullshit, man. His propaganda. His Fit City propaganda. I know damn well he's a goddamn Republican. Alright? Phil's not a fucking liberal, bro. He is not a liberal. Alright? I'll pull paperwork on him again.
Unless you're, like, hyper in line with the people, a lot of the times, you're like, what the heck? Like, the way the people act and stuff. It's just so different. You know, out here, pot is fully legalized. You can just go to a store, a dispensary.
Yeah, in almost every state you can do that, Phil.
You literally see people walking around.
He's acting like, bro, it's super liberal out there, right? But, bro, it's like every other state. There's a bunch of rural fucking areas that are super right-leaning. And all that other shit. I don't know. Phil just he gets so stupid. When he talks about, like, states and politics,
you can smell it
annoys me.
Everywhere. It's like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
Like, why is this so common?
He acts like, I don't know.
In other places, it's, like, completely forbidden in the United
States.
Like
Phoenix. Phoenix is a super liberal fucking city, bro.
Crime that is not under control, and then you have the legal.
Oh, the crime.
On top of that, and then you have, all these other things. Just it makes a bad situation.
Oh my god, she hates pot! Man, fuck this worthless bitch, man. Fuck Cat, man. Now I hate her even more. Now I hate her horsey ass face even more, bro. And the pot and the crime and the get the fuck out of Washington, dude. Move to Texas. Bro, don't you dare move to Arizona, though. I'm gonna go pig hunting, bro. No.
From situation, it wasn't like that. You move out here, and it's like, and the other thing.
What a couple of
like,
fucking uptight,
when I started,
worthless,
ago,
boring, goddamn squares,
more
man.
That direction over and over every year.
They suck.
To the point where
you
now it's
suck,
like,
Cat.
Like when you first moved here, we went.
You're
to
not
Seattle,
a fun
right?
person.
And we always thought we're gonna go back, right? We haven't gone back. We have no desire to go back because of how it's changed and how the people are out here. It's like,
well, it's not safe to go back. I mean, when we first went,
nowhere safe. Nowhere safe.
Like sketchy stuff.
When all you do is live inside.
It's actually dangerous.
You know?
It's legitimately dangerous.
Yeah.
Everywhere's dangerous.
It's like businesses have moved out of Seattle.
Tons of them.
So, yeah, it's very different from where we come
from. It's fucking retardation, bro.
Now, here's the thing. Now, this is for both of us. I don't know if you're going to have an opinion on this. And honestly, I don't even know if this is the place for me to answer this question. Okay?
Yeah.
Let's see if you have an opinion on it. If not, it's okay. We can skip it.
Okay.
What are your opinions on recent influx of large content creators now stepping back and retiring? For example, Tom Scott, Matt Pat from Game Theory, Meat Canyon, Captain Sparkles, Germa, among many others.
From a viewer's all these questions suck ass, bro.
Do you even know any of those people?
Yeah, so I have seen videos pop up on my feed about them. Not that I watch any of those people. I don't, because I have no interest in them. But I have
that's what Phil says. She just said another Philism, bro.
It's not like a big deal to me. It's all everything's a
That's
trend
funny.
now. So it's like a one. If
they
one
are twins, homie.
Other people have to do it. So it's like, okay, so this one guy is like not making content anymore. Why would I care? I don't even watch these people, but all I know is that
God, these guys suck.
One content creator.
She soaked up all his negativity living with him. They both
you don't
just
actively
suck,
watch any
bro.
of those people, so to you, it's not a big deal.
I don't care. I don't. I'm not interested in
I don't actively watch any of them either. Now, from a content creator's perspective, it's completely different. But the thing is, I don't think this is the venue for me to talk. Like, this is something I would talk about on my own podcast. Or, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to go into massive detail about this. All I'll say is this. Every name you mention is someone who's probably a million sub person, probably been making
here he goes.
Of money for an extended period of time, to the point where they're in a position where they don't have to work anymore for the rest of their life. So they have the ability to say,
"Here he goes, bro.
Go away
Fucking bitter as fuck."
Life, basically in peripheral retirement forever,
right?
Because I made so much money, all I got to do is invest my money, and I'm rich forever, right? That's something I'll never be. I'm considered, what do they call, like a blue-collar YouTuber almost, right? Where I have to work every day.
Man, they ain't even no goddamn term, a blue-collar YouTuber. What the fuck, Phil? Go fuck yourself. There's no such thing, and there will never be no such thing as a blue-collar YouTuber. What the fuck? If you make enough money where you don't have to leave the house and work a 9 to 5, bro, you're in the 1%. go get fucked. Alright? You're your own boss, bro. And you're making like, what? $4,000 a month at least? You can pay your fucking rent? You know? No, bro. I'm a I have to get up and I have to babysit the uploads and babysit the thumbnails. Make sure my dithead send the thumbnails on time. And hump for rough time. This motherfucker's so delusional. He wants to be us, but he can't be us, dude. He has to pretend he's cosplaying like he's fucking one of us, and I hate it. Hate that about him. Living in his gated community, making $100,000 a year, doing the bare fucking minimum of the bare minimum of the bare's fucking minimum, bro. Bare naked minimum, dog.
I have to put in hours. I'm not rich. I'm not famous. I'm not, you know what I mean?
You are rich.
I will never be in that position.
Bro, he is rich. He is low-key famous, infamous, but famous, bro. At least 100,000 people know the fuck Darkside Phil is. Probably more. Actually, more than 1 million. At this point, he is rich. He is famous. Just not in the ways he wishes he is. Right?
And again, the thing is, I love what I do.
He's a walking fucking contradiction, dog.
I like hanging out with my audience. Do I want more time with my family? Yes, I do. I don't want to work 6 days a week full time. I would like to get to the point where I don't have to do that. But at the same time, these are people at such a different level.
Blue collar YouTuber. That's probably the most delusional shit that fucker said in months.
Ginormous YouTubers who don't need to work anymore, so why would they? But
this
does that
bitter
say something
fucking
about
hate-filled rant about other YouTubers,
if you really had passion
comparing
for what
himself
you were doing,
to
would you
others.
ever want to step away from it, or would you always want to have at least limited involvement?
This is supposed to be Cat's time, and he's just going on a rant.
Yep.
It's like,
see, this is something I talk about my podcast. Literally goes on a 10-minute rant. A hate, bitter-fueled, salty 10-minute rant. Bro, trying to talk about how he's different than everybody else and why other people have it better than him and how life is hard for him and not everybody else, man. And Cat, look at her. Look, the bitch look like she about to fall asleep right now, bro.
so did you
she
ever
had
really
enough.
have passion, or were you just doing
Look
it
at her.
for a paycheck? I don't know. Then again, I don't know any of these people. You know, I don't know them. I don't watch their content.
Cat's
We've
on the
seen-
ropes.
I think we've seen a couple Meat Canyon animations.
Phil,
during
yeah,
the course of this
dude.
last year on the reaction, and I haven't
Hassan
seen
and
anyone
Phil,
else that you mentioned. I've never
they're
seen a
both
single piece of their content,
narcissists.
so I would like
They're
to
the
more
exact
fully
same
answer
kind
that
of
at a better
locale,
time. This is
bro.
not the
It's
time. This is
funny.
supposed to be us
It's just
answering
like,
questions together, not me
I always
from my
said this.
perspective.
I've always said this about Hassan's ass, okay? If Hassan wasn't, like, tall and handsome, he would be getting the business just like Phil. Like, I swear to God, it's just like he's handsome as fuck. And that kind of, you know, that's like, I'm sorry to say it. He's just a little bit more handsome, and his cult shit, it works a little bit better because he appeals the dumbass's emotions and shit, you know, regarding politics. He's able to capture, like, you know, a bigger net of dumbass people to listen to his shit and give him money. But that's all. If Hassan was a little bit uglier, like Phil or something, yeah, bro, he'd probably be like fucking get fucked
Right,
with
so-
every day. Having mental breakdowns
The only
every
last couple
single
questions
day
here,
about it.
We already talked about horror movies. You don't really particularly like horror movies, so you don't.
I
really
think
have a
that's what
favorite horror
separates
movie or
like
anything
Phil
like that.
from
I think it's
Hassan a
classic.
little bit.
And did you
Like,
ever
Ed
watch
Hassan's a
any of my
little
Cooking with the
smarter
King
than
videos back
Phil.
in the
He
day?
actually
Ooh,
is,
ones.
dude.
Like one. Maybe.
Yeah.
Just
So
a little
so
bit.
you weren't a fan. You didn't watch the.
When it comes to like
that.
communicating
I
with
think
people,
I
he's a
just
little
really
bit more
found
normal
it
than
to,
Phil
watch
too.
all
Like
of
he
it.
actually goes out, talks to
Okay,
people,
so that's not
fucks
the case.
fucking porn
All right,
stars and all
so
that
we've answered
shit.
all
You know
those
what I mean?
questions. Now what
So,
we're gonna do.
but as far as like, yeah,
So
him
we're
being a
going about
locale,
We're gonna jump back. We're gonna get back to
right,
shout outs.
and the
Guys, we got less
content
than a
he
half an hour left
makes.
on the stream, just so you know.
Yeah, he's a
We're
one
gonna
for
go till
one
around
like
9
Phil.
PM tonight, just so
Like,
everybody knows.
we should call him
So let's do
Chad
more shout outs on
Phil.
the tip side, then we'll
Like,
get to the YouTube
Chad
side,
Phil
and
or
then we'll get
some
caught up with
shit,
chat
but
that's
he's
going on.
like
I'll minute to catch up.
definitely like Chad
Okay.
DSP,
Let's
pretty
take a look
much.
here.
I came up with it first.
I'm just gonna ignore this stupid question about drama. I ignore all drama questions. So
That's
let's
my
go
new
back.
name for Hassan is Chad DSP.
Let's see here. Oh, I don't think so, but someone did an anonymous $5 tip saying, "Do you have an accent?
Chad
Do you have
Burnell.
a
I like
slight
that one
accent, or Would you
too.
consider that it is?
If
If
I-
you do think you have one.
If I did, I don't know, because I don't know my own.
Right. You wouldn't
voice.
notice your own accent, right? Personally, I don't think she has one. But maybe you do. Maybe you think she does. I don't think she has an accent. But then again, I'm from Connecticut. So you guys tell me sometimes that you think I have an accent, right? So maybe that's what it is. Thank you for that. Let's see here. August with another $5.
Kurt Doy, well, Hassan's a successful narcissist.
To be here before,
you know, like, to be a successful
week.
person in a field you're doing, you do have to be kind of sociopathic and narcissistic. You know, like CEOs and fucking streamers to a degree, right? It's just like Hassan's the successful kind where Phil's the unsuccessful kind.
Do that island mode, but the thing is, we don't know the extent of.
At least that's how it makes sense in my head.
How do you get the content in it? How early?
But you could be an unsuccessful narcissist.
We don't know
that's
that.
Phil.
So
bankrupt. Hassan ain't went bankrupt. As far as I know.
I don't know. I guess we have to find that out when the game comes out and go from there. But we'll see. You know what happens. We may or may not do another one next week. Okay, I got a tip here.
Good. I hope they keep throwing rocks at Kat, bro. I'm telling you, she ain't gonna last too long.
Okay, so from Neutron.
Kat said, dude, she invited this. She says she could dance.
Would you consider yourself
Let's see how long she could
did
dance.
you actually start to eat more healthy once you guys kind of got together?
You can see she's getting worn out, though, by all the comments she sees.
About the meals
the ones that slip through.
More health conscious?
Yeah, they're fucking with her.
I grew up that way, eating healthy.
This is Phil's fault, and I don't feel bad.
My whole life
Kat said, I know there's people restreaming me, and there's trolls, I don't care. Alright, Kat. Let's fucking see how hard you can slide, bro.
Really, the stuff we eat is way better than pasta, you know, heavy cheese and shit that I was used to eating. And, you know, our diet in general is just a lot better. By the way, almost no red meat, right?
Well,
which is
I was
a huge thing.
Yeah, we try to pick, like chicken and turkey instead of, like, you know, beef. Because it's less fat.
Very low fat meats that are better for you overall.
Feel like Cat building a wall against Argentinians.
Okay. So it looks like Give Me Balance had done a super chat. £5. Thank you for Give Me Balance. Says, with the next Fallout and Elder Scrolls games, do you think they're going to be as disappointing as Starfield was? Wow. What do you think? Do you have any faith left in Bethesda at this point?
Bro, you talked about this last week, Phil.
Is that bad, huh?
Well, I mean, there's a tiny shred of
prejudice against them. You just don't have an affinity for
right. There's so many of them, too.
They literally talked about this shit last week.
Similar, but I'm similar in the realm of fighting games, okay? It's not that I don't like Guilty Gear or Blaze Blue. I just don't have an affinity for that art style or that cultural style. Yeah. So if you were asking me, would you rather play Tekken, Street Fighter, or Guilty Gear? I'm going to say I'll play Street Fighter, Tekken, Guilty Gear in that order, right? Like, that's my affinity. So it's not that we don't like the games because they're bad games. It's that there's just things you don't have a real affinity for. Right. And I don't. I just, that art style to me is like,
how many times are you going to say the word affinity, dude?
Many shows, many movies, they all look the same, right?
Jesus Christ.
Very generic.
It doesn't stand out anymore.
Right.
Right? There you go. Okay, let's see here. Let's take a look here. I believe we got another tip. So, Anso Kamaru to the $1.50 says, similarly to Kat, I am a self-taught cook. I actually specialize in Chinese and Asian cuisine. My girlfriend is actually Chinese. Is there a particular person that you base your recipes on, or do you just go like random Google searches? Personally,
I mean, they exist. They do exist, bro.
Instagram's a good.
I just laugh when people say that, like when they say, "I'm a self-taught cook." Yeah, I'm a self-taught rocket scientist, bro.
I mean, I don't always actively search for recipes, but I like to watch, like different chefs, react. Like I like those chefs react and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I learn a lot about like cooking from that.
Okay.
So
cool. If you guys are wondering why it looks like I just grew a foot, it's because I'm trying to stretch my back out. This stool is about to decompose under my ass here.
Exactly,
not
random channel.
Long of sitting. We definitely got to get something better. Hopefully
That's
tomorrow.
Less cringe.
All right.
And that's what normal people say too.
A $2 tip from August.
Yeah, I'm a home cook. I'm a home chef.
You are
that's
appreciated
cool.
tonight. Take pride in yourselves for what you did. Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's an incredible amount of trolls. Personally, I caught some of them myself, but the mod team here did a good job tonight of trying to catch that too, and I appreciate any mods that were here helping out tonight. As usual, you know, the trolls will always come out in force for certain particular nights. Let's see here.
Phil, it shouldn't be like that.
Walnuts, we already said her favorite recipes are her big.
He's acting like that's normal. That's not normal, Phil, for normal people.
Andy is wondering, are you into superheroes at all? I know the answer, but they might.
Yeah, you know, certain nights I bring my obese, unhealthy, diabetes-ridden, calorie-clogged, artery-having wife.
Like superhero stuff.
And yeah, you know, so the people who hate me, they're gonna come out full force. My wife looks so gross.
There's freaking too many Marvel movies. You know, it's too much.
That's not normal. It feels like talking like that's a normal thing, and it's just okay. No.
Before it became like, you know, took over everything.
Yeah.
But now that it has,
it became so prominent.
Yeah, it's just like too many, and it's just like it's the movies are boring now. They're incredibly. I mean, I guess I understand. There's some people who really like them, and that's fine. But you know. Yeah,
but you know what? Not even as much anymore. Because look at the box office results from the last 2 years. The Marvel movies are not doing that good anymore.
Well,
they're failing.
Depending,
you know?
I mean, yeah.
Most of them have not done well. There's very few. Maybe the Spider-Man movie did good, and the Guardians of the Galaxy did good. But the other 5 Marvel movies all tanked, you know, in a row too. So I think there's something to be said there. There's just way oversaturation. They overflooded the market. They thought there'd be way more demand, you know, than there really is at this point. You know.
Yep.
I think when you know that you've overflooded the market, when you're asking yourself which version of the Suicide Squad is your favorite. What?
Yeah.
Why are there multiple versions of the Suicide Squad to begin with? What the fuck are you talking about, right?
What are you talking about, man? You're out of your mind.
Okay. No, see again, Eva Cowboy fan asking, do you have any kind of a favorite TV show? Did you ever think about watching Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul and stuff like that? We haven't really been into like a big narrative-based show, right? Like very rarely have we watched a show that's narrative-based and we watch consistently. So, I mean, I don't even know like if you ever had a favorite show over time or anything, right?
Right.
Okay. Let's see here. Boomkit, I don't know what you mean. Any games you guys disagree on quality-wise, what does that mean? Do you mean that we disagree on the quality, like our opinion on the game? I don't understand what you're saying at that. if you can elaborate.
This is the worst Q&A I've ever forced myself to sit through ever, bro.
I've already talked about our day
Every
off,
Q&A Phil has is very bad. But this one is cool. It's like it's insulting.
And so because of that, do we
to my senses, bro?
Do like, you know,
it's appalling content-wise. Like Phil calls this content, man.
Yes, we do that, but we don't have scheduled.
This is
nights
bad.
Dates like that.
This is bad. This is morally bad, bro.
You know what I mean? So.
And just in every way, just bad, horrible.
All right. At this point, I would say we are definitely winding down with the questions. I see a lot of repeat questions.
Phil, dude, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking, man. Hope you're doing good, too.
People are just kind of harping on the same stuff. I don't want to sit here and repeat. So unless we get a few more original questions in the next few minutes, we're probably going to wrap it up and call it a night.
Oh, thank God. Please, no more questions. Feels like class, you know?
Tub is saying, are you going to check out the new Pokemon-inspired game, Pal World? It looks fun on Gamepad. Did you even hear about that?
I remember school, bro. And you were just itching to get the fuck out of class because it was a boring day. And then you're just like waiting for the teacher to stop talking. But then a retard would lift their hand up and the teacher would keep talking forever. And you'd be like, yo, B, like, everybody shut the fuck up so we can get the fuck out of here, man. That's the vibe.
A funny reference to something or something, right? So, okay.
Right.
Seeing ridiculous stuff. No, we're not gonna. We have no plans to play Mario Party. Tub is saying it's Pokemon with guns.
Why?
Oh.
Play Pokemon with guns shooting things. Okay. Michael is wondering, how do you feel about the direction God of War is going? Do you think this is a good direction the way that the series is
definitely.
Oh my God.
I mean, the original ones were stupid. Like, it was a lot. Oh,
at least Phil didn't make like a bunch of money, like a gross amount, like he did.
Serious now.
last week.
You know, with Kratos and Atreus.
And Phil's gonna
their
notice
stories
that too. Like, dang, yeah,
much
man,
better, in
we
my
made
opinion.
like
No, and that's funny because that's exactly what the point
$300
was.
some
The original
dollars.
trilogy was
Now
supposed to be how
I
it
made
was
like
thinking
half
about it, and
that.
it's completely unchecked, right?
You know,
Yeah.
Phil's gonna look
No
at that. Like,
maturity,
dang.
no intelligent thought, just rage. Everything he does is rage and gore and just no control at all. And look what happens. He kills all the gods and everything gets messed
Oh
up.
my god, this
These
is so
last two games were about
retarded.
him
His
becoming
takes on
older,
games were
becoming
so
more
dumb.
self-aware, becoming more mature,
509
being a father,
viewers, bro.
changing who he is, but then
168
also having to
bucks.
live
Let's
down the
fucking
sins
go.
of his past of his previous life.
That's
So,
great.
I agree. I think that the modern
I
games
guess
are
we could
much,
consider
much,
this low
much
support
better
because I know
than
Phil's
the old
expecting a
games.
lot of money.
So,
Look,
okay.
look
Have
at.
you ever been outside?
Of course, after Phil took his break, look, right after Phil takes his break, OIC comes in with the $50 Hail Mary tip to put Phil at the 168.
Outside of America at all?
No.
Okay. Only
Gotta
the
love it.
contiguous United States.
I would
That's it?
consider this a
Okay.
low support night.
Sarah thinks that
I'm gonna
Kratos'
call it a
story
low
reminds her
support
of
night.
my
We
story
did it.
Of how
I
I've grown
suppose
and
From
so.
grown.
handshakes
Yeah.
all around,
There you go.
guys.
There's commonality there.
I just didn't kill anyone. That's
I
the
was
thing.
really
I
hoping
learned
Phil
that.
didn't make like a grip of money like he
Alright,
did.
Gary,
I
you have a good
remember the last stream. Phil was all giddy and guys, all right, guys, hold on. So many contributions coming in. Whoa. You know, he's getting all giddy and his eyes get all like slanted and shit. You know, he gets all fucking weird. His face just like. Bro, his eyes get all slanted and shit, dog. And you know, he looks like Ted Cruz. It's literally looks like Ted Cruz when he's